All right, number 9, we want to know, is 5 a zero of the polynomial? So 5 is going to be my little box number. When I look at my terms, we have x cubed. So we got 3, 2, 1, 0. So we have all of our terms. So I'm going to list the coefficients. 3, negative 13, negative 4, and negative 9. Bring down the first term. And then we're going to multiply below the line. So 5 times 3 is 15. Subtract, and that gives us 2. And then 5 times 2 is 10. And we subtract, and that gives us 6. 5 times 6 is 30. Subtract, and that gives us 21. So since we did not get 0 here, then 5 is not a 0. So we're going to say no. Oh, sorry. So when it says, when we say no, we actually have to put in what it's equal to. So since we got 21, then we put 21 here. It said my answer was incomplete. Okay, so here we want to use synthetic division and then write it in the quotient in the remainder form. So we have 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm missing the 1x, and then I have 0. So I will need a 0 as a placeholder, and I need to figure out my box number now. So when they put it in the division form, you have to figure out your box number first. So you do that by taking the bottom, which is x plus 5, and setting it equal to 0. My kind of cursor is covering up that 5. And you solve that by subtracting 5. And then that gives you x equals negative 5. So negative 5 is the number that goes in our box. Negative 5. All right. Then we list our coefficients only. So going from left to right, we have a 2 with our fifth, and we have a 15. And then we have a 20. So that's 5, 4, 3. Then we got a negative 25 for our 2. And then we're missing the single x, so we put a 0 there as a placeholder. And then we put a 4. So we are starting with x to the 5th. We're going to have to drop that degree by 1. So when we start our polynomial, we're going to start with x to the 4th. You always go down a degree. We are going to drop down the 2. And then multiply. Negative 5 times 2, negative 10, subtract, we get 5. Negative 5 times 5 will give me a negative 25. Subtract, we get negative 5. Negative 5 times negative 5 is a positive 25. Positive 25, I wrote 20, 25. Subtract, we get 0. 5 times 0 is 0. Subtract, we get 0. And then 5 times 0 is 0. Combine, and we get a positive 4. So I say subtract whenever I see one sign different. Otherwise, you will add them up. So 4 is our remainder. This is our Rx term. All right. So I told you, or I mentioned, that we started with the 5th degree. So when I write my polynomial, I'm starting with x to the 4th. So this is 2x to the 4th. Since that's positive, is now plus 5x to the 3rd. Negative, so minus 5x squared. I don't have an x term. I don't have a constant term. I do have a remainder. So now plus 4, and that's going to be divided by our original divisor, which is x plus 5. So this is our solution. Takes less paper space, and you also get there a little bit faster once you get that process down, as opposed to long division. Long division is longer, takes a little bit more time, but you don't have to go back and add those variables in. because they're with you the entire time. Two x to the fourth plus 5x to the third minus 5x squared plus 4 over x plus 5.